Namaste bachcho. Today we will study about the second chapter of geography, that is inside our earth. As we all know that we live on the planet earth, that is one amongst the 8 planets in our universe. And we also know that earth is the only planet where life exists, and it is on the third number among these 8 planets. So today we are going to study about our home planet, that is earth, and its interior, and of what matter the crust of the earth is made up of. These all are the points that we are going to cover in this chapter. So first it is interior of the earth. So as you can see in this picture of onion given below, you will see that you can see different concentric layers in the onion. It is the same in our earth. Our earth is also made up of different concentric layers. There are 3 layers of which the earth is made up of. The topmost layer of the earth is crust, and it is 35 kilometers deep on the continental crust and 5 kilometers on the oceanic crust. So this crust is the place where we live, and it is also called lithosphere. It is the hard uppermost or the topmost layer of the earth, and it is called crust. Now, what is this crust mainly made up of? If we talk about the continental crust, it is made up of 2 minerals, that is silica and alumina, and thus it is called Cl, that is silica and alumina. And if we talk about the oceanic crust, it is made up of 2 minerals, that is silica and magnesium, that is silica and magnesium. So this is the formation of the topmost layer of the earth, that is crust. Now you can see here that below crust it is mantle. Here the second layer of the earth is mantle, and this mantle is 2900 kilometers deep. What is the depth of mantle? It is 2900 kilometers below the crust. So this is the second layer of the earth. It is mantle. Now below the mantle, the third part or the third inner layer of the earth, that is core. It is divided in 2 parts, that is inner core and outer core. So core is the innermost part of the earth, and its depth is 3500 kilometers below mantle. So the topmost layer is crust, the second is mantle, and the third is core. What is the depth of crust? It is 35 kilometers on the continental beds and 5 kilometers on the oceanic bed. Now what is the depth of mantle? It is 2900 kilometers below the crust, and the innermost is core, and its depth is 3500 kilometers. And this core is made up of 2 minerals, that is nickel and ferrous, that is knife. So here you can see that it is made up of 2 mineral, that is nickel and ferrous, means iron, that is knife. And one more thing you have to keep in mind is that the radius of the earth, the total radius of the earth is 6371 kilometers. So here you can see that this, do you know, column tells you that the deepest mine in the world, it is in South Africa, and it is dug only up to 4 kilometers. And if we talk about the depth of the earth, that is the radius of the earth from crust to the inner core, what is it? It is 6,371 kilometers. Now our next point in this chapter is rocks and minerals. As the crust is made up of hard surface of rocks. So first of all, what are rocks? Rocks are the dense mass of the minerals. When different minerals form, they get together and form the dense mass, it becomes rocks. And rocks can be of different color, size and texture also. So on the basis of this, there are three different types of rocks. These are igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. So first we will start about the igneous rocks. Now what are igneous rocks? When the molten magma, that is lava, when it comes out from the surface of the earth at the time of volcanic eruption, this lava, when it cools down, it forms igneous rocks. But these igneous rocks are of two types, that is intrusive igneous rocks and extrusive igneous rocks. Now what are extrusive igneous rocks first of all? The rocks formed from the cooling of hot molten magma on the surface of the earth. Listen carefully children. These rocks are formed on the surface of the earth. When the hot molten magma cools above the surface of the earth, it forms extrusive igneous rocks. But when the part of molten magma that cannot come out of the surface of the earth and that cools down very slowly below the surface of the earth, means under the surface of the earth, that forms intrusive igneous rocks. So example of extrusive igneous rocks is basalt, and the example of intrusive igneous rocks is granite. These igneous rocks are also known as primary rocks because these are the first type of rocks that are formed from the hot molten magma. Now moving further, we will study about the second type of rock, that is sedimentary rocks. Now we already know that these big rocks, when they roll down from the mountain, they break into small pieces. These small pieces are called sediments. And when these sediments are transformed from one place to another with the help of wind and water, they settle down at a different place and forms the type of rock which is known as sedimentary rocks. The example is sandstone, which is made from the grains of sand. Sand is the sediment, and when these grains of sand combine together, it forms sedimentary rock. This sedimentary rock contains the fossils in itself. Now what are fossils? Fossils, here you can see in the picture that it is the dead remains of plants and animals which is found on the surface of these sedimentary rocks. So where do we find fossils? If you get the question, we find fossils on the surface of sedimentary rocks. This is very important, so please keep it in your mind, students. Now the third and the last type of rocks are metamorphic rocks. So what are metamorphic rocks? When igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks undergoes the great heat and pressure, they transform into the types of rocks which are known as metamorphic rock. I will make you clear these three types of rocks with the help of this rock cycle. Now these three types of rocks, they revolve in one particular cycle. Look at this picture. When the hot molten magma comes out of the mountain and when it cools on the surface of the mountain, it forms the igneous rocks. Now these igneous rocks are broken into small pieces. They are known as sediments. And when these sediments transform from one place to another with the help of air and water, they form the type of rock which is known as sedimentary rocks. And these igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks, when they undergo great heat and pressure, they form metamorphic rocks. And again, further, when these metamorphic rocks still undergo great heat and pressure, it forms the hot molten magma or the lava. And again, when this lava cools on the surface of the earth, it again forms igneous rocks. So this is how the rock cycle works. Moving to the next point, students, now we already know that how the rocks are useful to us. Rocks are useful in many different ways. The hard forms of rocks like granite, marble and sandstone, limestone, they are used for making huge buildings and monuments. And the small kind of rocks, they are known as stones, which are also used for playing different types of games. Few examples of different games are given here. They are 7 stones, 5 stones, hopscotch. Now you have to do one activity, that talk to your parents and grandparents and ask them if they used to play with stones, some different games with stones. Take down these names in your notebook. This is all in this chapter, students. I hope you understood the chapter. Thank you.